Hello, today I'm going to talk about alternative ways to do some journaling. I know that we see all these junk journals that women have made or men have made, and they are flipping gorgeous. And some of us feel intimidated, like we don't have that type of creativity within us, or, what do we do with a journal anyway once we've made it? Like, what do we write in it? What do we do? I don't know. So I thought I would show you some stuff I've done. Now, I have a lot of dies, and so I do a lot of die cutting. I've got some stamps. I do a lot of stamping if it's a good stamp. I don't just, have a huge collection. I just only buy what really speaks to me. So one thing I did was I thought I could make a journal on my feelings. So here I have made the cover of the journal. Do you like this background paper? It's so cool. Those are cards. Okay, this journal is made out of cards, no kidding. So I stamped an image, colored it, stuck some die cuts on it, stuck on a saying. My level of sarcasm has gotten to the point where I don't even know if I'm kidding or not. And that was the way I was feeling that day. Look at these. Aren't these great? These are cards. I'm just going to make pictures. I've got a wonderful little nurse stamp. I'm a nurse that I'm going to use on one of them. Here's my mermaid stamp. I love her. She's like 20 years old. I like this one. You can't be sad when you're holding a cupcake. For whatever reason, I was feeling sorry for myself that day. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'll just give myself a cupcake and a doggy. Cheer me right up. And look at the paper. Another blank page, I can do whatever I want. So that's one idea for journaling. And like I said, I just made it out of cards. I probably have a tutorial up on how to, not for this exact one, but how to make one out of cards. Then I thought, you know what? I love to go thrifting. Look what I found at the thrift store. This nice, super thick notebook, right? How cool is that? What the hell are you going to do with it? Oh, excuse me, didn't mean to say that. I got excited. Well, I'm going to show you what you can do with this, okay? So here's one. Look at this. It's already decorated. You don't have to do a darn thing to that. It's beautiful the way it is, right? So cute. And then I found this one. This is awesome. I could shove a little picture in there or stick some ephemera around it if I wanted to. It's by Lifestyle. I don't know how old it's. Well, it has a date of 2001 on it. But it's got green papers, lined papers. I could do whatever I want, right? Let me show you what I did. I bought this notebook. It had butterflies on it. And then I went thrifting because that's what I like to do sometimes. And I found this J because my name is Jean. And I thought, what am I going to do with that? But it's so fun. I have to buy it. So I bought it and I shoved it on the journal cover. And then I found this piece of ephemera. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Make the moment and make it perfect. And then I'm going to show you how I journal. These are just stickers. This is a die cut that I made. I just put them on to decorate. This is some wings that I got from Southwest Airlines a long time ago. And I just liked them. And I can remember the trip, and so I just stuck the wings down there. Now, I did take a lot of the paper out as it bulks up, okay? So one time we just went on vacation to the Prairie Fire Museum, which is kind of an interesting place. That's what it looks like. Anyway, it was 110 that day. We took a picture of the car's temperature, took a picture of some bug we saw, some dinosaur things, and then I just wrote about them. Just little tiny notes. This is random summer stuff. So it just took some pictures of things that pleased me. And then I have a little sticker printer, and I made little stickers out of them. So I have a little tiny picture, a little tiny thing about the picture. This is a tomato. I grew exactly one tomato on our front porch. And I wrote about it. And then I wrote something about the kids, like, I don't know what they're up to, but it was a cute picture. This is a friend of mine. This is another friend of mine. She's got a YouTube channel. Grandkids. So you can see it's just simple. Then I found, oh my gosh. So you know those apps, those coloring book apps on the phone you can download? You can download them and you can color them, and then look, you can make stickers from them. Isn't that awesome? So I just made a bunch of Halloween stickers for the grandkids, and then I made myself a set and just put them there because it was fun. And then here's more pictures. You know, I went down to New Mexico, and they had this giant chihuahua in the airport, and I thought it was cute. So I thought, well, hey, I'll take a picture of it. And this was a hawk at McDonald's that was looking for French fries in Leavenworth. And then we have a baptism. We have the Overland Park Arboretum. That was really cool. That's where I met my first African milkweed plant. Oops, excuse me for banging the thing. And so I decided to grow those. These are more stickers that I made off of the coloring app. This was a doll one of my children had, and so I just wrote a memory about that. And then I wrote a lot about troll dolls because my friend Liz and I always had troll dolls. And shout out to Liz, 68 years, and we're still friends. That's pretty miraculous. Then I just journaled some private stuff, and then I glued the pages shut because I decided that when I died, I didn't want anyone reading it. Here's a picture of my, here's a picture of my friend Liz, her sister Sally, and Tom from when we were little, my son. And then I went through and I just, you know, I used to play the viola when I was in grade school. So I printed off a picture of a viola and just wrote a little bit about it. Sometimes, you know, you have a special picture. Slap the picture down and journal about it. These are all different things you can do to journal. I get amused when I see the different things on the internet about how to use castor oil or how to heal yourself in 1 minute, or foods that get the parasites out of your gut. Let me tell you something, people. If these things were really true, do you really think they'd be secret? I don't think so. I think everybody would know. But anyway, so just some interesting things that I've downloaded from the internet. Uses of chia seeds, herbs that help release anger. Do I believe this? Heavens, no. What releases my anger is I just go stomp around and clean the house. Here's oils. When to pray, or what to pray when you're making a decision. This one is on etiquette, just a picture I found comforting, why I found it comforting. This is all about house cleaning. Here's little reminders of faith. So you see, you can do anything. It doesn't have to, oh, look, over here. I went to a fiber arts festival in the Ozarks. It was kind of fun. So I have a picture of the flyer. Didn't write anything about it. Have a picture of the loom. We got looms at this place. And got a picture of my daughter and my friend in the restaurant. And got some stickers that I got at the Fiber Fest. So I have a nice little memory there. I found a sticker sheet that had these little pictures on it. And it reminded me of when I was really young. I went to a junk store, I guess you'd call it a junk store, I don't know, a souvenir shop in Seaside, Oregon. And it was just kind of had this sort of atmosphere. And so I journaled about that. This was a good memory with my little grandson. I journaled about that. This is a picture of my son in the Army. Journaled about him. And then some more things I found on the internet. You could put in movie tickets, write about a nice night out you had. Write about a crappy night out you had. Who cares? You know, it's your journal. It's your thing. But one big piece of advice, never write anything in your journal that you don't want people to find, because when you die, they're going to go through your stuff and they're probably going to read what you wrote because they're going to be missing you. So keep it positive. And this is Fifi. She's got to come up and be in the middle of everything. And I apologize on behalf of Fifi, but I will probably journal about her jumping up and ruining everything I'm doing. Right, Fifi? Yes. All right. Have a blessed day. I hope I gave you some ideas for journaling, pictures, stickers, random memories, stamps, ephemera. Use an old notebook. Make a notebook. Just whatever. Make it easy. Make it your own. And for God's sake, don't try to compete with these people that do the most wonderful, glorious things that they probably never use. Have a good day. Bye.